Hey, what's up? I'm in my computer now, or you're in my computer now. I don't know, one of those two, but pretty sweet, right? Okay, so to continue the social media lesson, we are going to actually show you how I use social media to actually put where I want my followers or whoever's engaging in my video or my story or picture, etc., to go to. Okay, so the way that it works. Actually, let me rewind a second there. If you have a website, if you have anywhere, right? So it depends on what your business model is, and then it also depends on what call to action, aka what action you want them to take. Now, um, I will give you an example of my Instagram right now, and I will actually give you guys an example of this last post I got all of you guys there. Okay, so to give you the perfect example of that. So a week ago, I posted this, right? Which, as we talked about, day one, story and hook them, right? So the story was 1 year ago, I was sitting here in this exact desk, blah, 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 blah. And then it was awesome because I learned so much. But fast forward now, I've learned so much. Most important choice I made. And then I sort of tell them that this story is inspired by Take Back Thursdays, right? So I sort of use the digital trends because obviously there are specific special days for things. So I think if you sort of start learning how to tell your story, um, then you can pretty much use that story and use that as a hook to get them to take your next action, right? So my next action here, or how I hooked them, was if you want to know why and how I was able to do all of this, link is in the bio. So you're going to actually start using your social media outlets purposefully. Now, from there, I was actually hooking them here to the course that you guys have for free that is no longer free. So you guys are awesome there. Time has expired. Everyone has to pay for it now. But you can see that in my prior posts, I don't have, like, they're not salesy. Like I don't sell every single time. Like it's really, I showcase, as I said earlier, I showcase what my life is about. So I believe my brand is also my business. Now, if you have a business as a product, if you have anything else and you feel the need to start another social media outlet or channel, you can. Uh, but that depends on you, and that's always on a individual basis, right? And then I just showcase things that I do, and so I give them value, 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 and I typically share stories within it. Example here, I share about how it's like to feel 5,000 feet above, and then also share with them that I have had ups and I have had downs, right? And so I give people value because my brand, I think, is inspirational, and I think it should be like, when you work really hard and you do entrepreneurship right, you can achieve all these things that I have. And I've been blessed to travel and do all these awesome things. So for me, that's sort of like my branding. But then every once in a while, I do hook them and say, like, hey, if you want to know more here, right? And so I take them to that website. So here, I would say Instagram, use your bio as your hook. And then here, want to learn digital marketing for free? Hook. And then I lead them into my website slash landing page, which is something that I'll share with you guys tomorrow, which is essentially a single focused website to get people to do certain actions. Okay. Now on Facebook, um, you can use Facebook here to promote your thing. So it's sort of like all these social media outlets are supposed to somewhat intertwine with each other. Because if you're doing social media right, or if you're doing it purposefully, then your purpose is to get them to either see your brand, see your product, or your story, or whatever it is in your special scenario. So here, that's where I have my two favorite outlets from Facebook for them to go and see it, right? So that's how I use it. Now, Facebook is a little weird because Facebook has these crazy algorithms that pretty much say if you're not posting and people like, you throw a web into the ocean and it's only like 5 feet wide. So essentially, every time that you post on Facebook, only like 5% of your friends are seeing it. But more that you post and more that they comment, that web spreads more and more and more. So it's almost like you got to do a ton to break that algorithm, because they know that they're pinpointing sort of your interest compared to your friend's interest and sort of like matching that up, right? So YouTube, the reason that YouTube is one of my favorite ones, and I'll show you guys how it actually works and why I love video, and I'll actually show you something where I didn't use a call to action and then I used great content and somebody actually had to ask me about it, so I failed that one. So don't do this one. But on YouTube here, by the way, if you want to follow me on YouTube, go subscribe, because I'm going to be dropping fire things all the time. But when you go here, actually, here, let me do this example. I just posted a video, I think last week or so, right here. So I posted a video about how I turned $5 into $500 earlier this year, right? But what I did was I shared how I did it, and then I said, hey, if you want to know more, let me know, send a comment, etc. And I still don't have my call to action here, but when you look at the comments, somebody commented, and I cannot find the comments because I'm looking at it. That's weird. Somebody commented and pretty much said, hey, I want to know, show me how to do it. I need to learn something that is going to free me from my minimum wage job. So I actually failed in using my bio here as that hook. So I gave them great content for them to learn. But I didn't have a way to actually send them to that next step. So think of your service, think of your brand there. Like if you're dropping content daily, which second thing I want to say is you should be posting every day. Okay, now I don't post every day on my social media, but I'm actually doing every day on YouTube, because I believe if I do daily content, more people will be engaged, and actually I can funnel more people into it, right? So here he asked, and then I actually had to reply, and he's actually here. So hi, Juan Pablo, thank you, and I gave him the link here. But what I should have done is taken this link right here. I'll show you guys this live. We're gonna edit the video, and because I know that some people are watching that video like you, they're gonna want to know where it is, right? So we're gonna go here. If you want to know how to do digital marketing for free, and we're gonna do free so we can emphasize that, click the link below. Great content. And then we're gonna put that in there. So now I know that I'm using that post as a channel, right? So think about this. All of you guys are here essentially from Instagram and from YouTube, because I'm posting relative content to my audience, and I'm offering to give them more value. So example, if I was doing something like photography, I would do something relating to like photos, or I guess like something that helps someone who is a customer find out more on how maybe they can look better on their wedding day, maybe like angles to help them look prettier, I don't know, etc. Just give them something of value in exchange for them following your brand or taking their email address, etc. Right? So example, second thing I'm going to show you guys is I'm actually posting a picture today, and that picture is right here. I'm going to post this picture, and I'm not really sure like what I'm going to say, but that picture aligns with my brand, right? And then from there, I will actually be sending them to the new paid funnel, which is going to be similar to what you guys saw, but it doesn't have me in it because it's not a free training. It's them having that PDF showing them how to start their ultimate brand from home. And then from there, I'm going to actually start selling them the course and why, I just sell them my story, and then from there I'll give them a one-time offer. But I mean, look, we're selling this right now for $37 right away, and then we are going to sell them a lifetime membership to this membership that you guys are a part of right now for $199, because value and the content is there. And then from there, they will be here in the members area, which, by the way, you guys are in right now, so I'm excited for that. But yeah, that is essentially the rundown on how it works. I mean, it's not complicated. It's just learn how to use your social media to link up with each other for the sole purpose of they all lead down the same action, which might be your website, it might be your call me thing, it might be just booking an appointment. And actually, I did a trial of this with a friend of mine, Chris Gore, who's actually here in this group, and we sort of did like a free haircut day, and we started promoting it on Instagram. And that Sunday alone, in like 5 hours, he made $100. But we showcased it in his Instagram story, and from there, he actually had bookings from there. And to share you guys, right? So that had a lot of value in it. So what we did from there was we created and then some of you guys have actually seen this, Matt, who is a voiceover dude, and he's done a ton of like huge things for like CNBC. Like he's a stud. I sent him that the day that I did it because I was sort of showing him how I would use social media. But it was this one right here, 16 hours and 16 hair appointments.
What's going on?
Right, so then
Offered another.
I told him the story, and then I showed him how.
Look at this man!
And I hooked him.
The man, the Chris, the legend. Ooh. So first.
And then I showcased his talent here, which is here's how we did it, blah, 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 blah.
Following spread that we.
And then from there, he made money and he had appointments and bookings from there. So what I'm saying is the point of social media is if you're good at something, start showcasing it because we want to see. Your followers actually want to see. Don't be salesy doing it because no one likes salesy, especially if it's like host sale. Like, I won't follow you. It annoys me. I'd rather give value, and then every once in a while ask like, hey, support me. And I think that works better. So I hope this lesson was very helpful because I hope it shows you how you're going to use your story, showcase your product, and then from there have them go somewhere else in your funnel or your website. And we'll talk about that tomorrow. But thank you guys so much for that. I hope this social media lesson was helpful. If you have any questions, drop a comment either on the Facebook page or on a YouTube video, anywhere, but tell me how I can make this lesson better for you. But I think that you gain a lot of value from it. So thank you guys. I'll see you later.